Hi family, welcome to the Car Pathway of Cooking. Before we get started on this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single video. Hey family, welcome to the Car Pathway of Cooking. We are on the road again. We are headed to North Carolina to visit family, and we're gonna try and vlog along the way, and hopefully I can get my brother-in-law to cook his famous brisket. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, family, we're getting ready to have a safe trip and a safe trip back. See ya. We're at the South Carolina Welcome Center. We're just doing a little quick snippet of where we at. As you can tell, there's a lot of background noise. We're getting ready to get back on the road, head up to North Carolina. Anything you want to say?
We will see you all when we get there.
All right, family.
We're standing next to I-95. That's why so much noise, the traffic. It's not as bad as it was in December. But we're on the road again. All right, family, we are back. We finally arrived to our destination. We're at my sister's house, and we're here on location. I want you all to meet my brother-in-law, Michael. We call him Mike for short. He is a master when it comes to grilling and smoking briskets and pork shoulders, and he's going to walk you all through the process. Okay, so get your paper and your ink pen and write this down. He's going to go into in depth with detail. So with that being said, I want to introduce you to him, and I'm going to get out of the way and let him do what he do, okay? And show him some love, okay?
And we're on location where?
In North Carolina.
Okay.
Jacksonville, North Carolina. Okay? Show my brother-in-law some love, family. All right, Michael. You have it. Do what you do, brother.
I thought y'all was going to cut or something.
No, we're not going to cut it.
Well, no, I got to get my stuff ready.
Okay. This is my brother-in-law, Michael, family.
Deuces.
He's funny like we are.
Okay.
Hey, I'm going to go through the seasoning process of the shoulder and the brisket. All right. Show you what I inject it with. I'll let you know how long it takes and all that good stuff. So just hold on. It's like smoking anything. It takes time. You just got to be patient. All right.
Okay, we're gonna cut and we'll come right back. So we're gonna get ready to do the setup. All right, family, we are back and we got Mike. He's getting ready to show you how to marinate the pork shoulders. It's all yours, Mike.
All right. Hey, my handy dandy injector here. So I'm gonna inject this thing with apple juice, okay? Just pure apple juice, and that's it. That's to keep it moist while it's on that smoker, because it's gonna take it at least a good 12 hours to cook. So that keeps it moist. How much you put in there is up to you. I mean, I try to make sure I get the whole thing injected nice and good. You'll see it rising up. Now you don't want to do this. Let me back up a little bit. I set this thing in the refrigerator for 2 days in Dr. Pepper, and the only thing Dr. Pepper does is it helps break the meat down a little bit for you. Now you don't want to inject it then, because then all of your injection will be running out. Because if you look at it, once you're doing it, you can see you'll see the apple juice start to come out. So you don't want to put it in there and then everything is just flowing out on you. So, but you want to make sure you get it injected real good. So when you put it on there, it'll stay nice and moist for you. All right, it's injected. Now, next thing is just put seasoning on it. First of all, you got pork. It's a little sweet, so you don't want to change your flavor too much. I put a little bit of Lawry's seasoning on everything. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the truth. So I put a little bit of that on there. Make sure you get your sides. And then I have this Big Mo Son rub. All right. I don't know if you ever seen him on the cooking channel. He's a barbecue pit master. This is a really good rub right here. And what you normally want to do is you put it on there. If you can see the pan right now, you'll see some of that. You'll see some of that apple juice is already coming out. So that's why I say you don't do it before you're ready to put it on the smoker. But put the seasoning on there nice and thick. All right, both sides, because it's going to be cooked. It's going to be cooked with the fat side up. So, and when you put this on there, because it's like I said, it's got everything in it that you need. So it's already got a little bit of brown sugar and stuff in it. So it's going to give you a nice bark on there. You'll see it first thing in the morning when I take it off. It'll have a nice bark on it.
And on an average, Mike, how long you say probably take to cook this on the shoulder?
This shoulder will probably take about 12 hours.
Oh.
It's a little bit bigger shoulder, so I mean, it might go 13 or 14 hours, but right around 12 hours, 12 to 14 hours. So, all right, we'll be right back.
All right, family, we are back. We are outside with Mike and his super smoker. He's getting ready to explain what he's getting ready to do with the shoulders. All right, Mike, is all yours.
Hey, I'm gonna put this shoulder on. I'm smoking this thing with pecan wood, okay? I'm gonna try to keep the temperature all night long, right around 200 degrees, okay? And at that 200 degrees, it should take it about 12, 13 hours to cook. So I'm gonna put the shoulder on. I'm putting it on fat side up, okay? Because what I want is, I want that fat, which you got a lot of flavor, and it also helps keep it moist. So I put it fat side up, so that fat will drip down into the meat and keep that meat moist. Now it's also important to keep you a spritzer so you can spray it. And you'll see that a little bit later on. I got a spritzer, I have apple juice in it, and I'll spray this thing with apple juice all night long. Probably every hour and a half, I'll spray it. So, all right, and we'll be right back with you.
Okay, family, we are back. We are back in the kitchen with Mike. He's getting ready to explain the process of seasoning the briskets. It's all yours, Mike.
All right, brisket, once again, the main thing is keeping it moist, okay? So what I'm gonna do here, once again, now I put a little Lawry's on everything. So I'm gonna put some Lawry's on it. I'm gonna put some this Montreal steak seasoning. I mean, that's all you need really on it to cook that brisket. All right, and then I'm gonna inject it. I'm gonna inject it with beef broth. The reason being beef broth is because you got a good piece of meat here. You ain't trying to change the flavor of it. So you just use the same thing. Basically, it just came out of it. So you use that beef broth and inject it with that. That keeps it moist inside while you're cooking it, okay? So, so like I said, a little bit of Lawry's. And once again, you know, you want to put your good amount on there because it's gonna crust up, and that's gonna give you your bark and stuff, you know, like they talk about the smoke ring and all that good stuff. You know, you'll be able to see all that tomorrow when we cut it. When we cut it all up. The burn ends, you'll see all of that tomorrow when I bring it off the smoker. And now this thing here is going to take probably about 18 hours to cook it. So, of course, it's a much bigger piece of meat and it's beef. So. Now I leave the fat on. Some people cut the fat off. I don't. I mean, the fat is good flavor, seasoning, and it also helps keeps it moist. So you're gonna hear me talk about keeping this thing moist. You're gonna hear me say that about 50 times because, and you're gonna hear me say about four or five things on how I keep it moist. But you gotta try to keep it moist with every way you possibly can, because the last thing you want to do is let this big old piece of beef right here dry out on you. Good Lord have mercy. I don't know what you're gonna have on your hand if you let this dry out on you. So try to keep it moist, okay? So bam, all that seasoning I just threw on there, all right, and then we're gonna inject it once again to help keep it moist.
And that's apple juice.
No, this is.
Oh, the beef broth.
This is beef broth. Okay.
My bad, family. It's beef broth.
The pork shoulder. Now, I will tell you that I have done apple juice in these before. Okay. I prefer the beef broth myself.
Oh, okay.
So, it's up to you. But
now, is it a different? Like you say, it's a different flavor compare if you were using apple juice versus beef broth.
Well, you got to think about apple juice is a little sweet.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So now you're trying to, and it's not gonna make the meat taste like it's big time sweet, but it's gonna give it a little sweetness.
A different taste than if it was using broth.
And that's not a beef taste, you know.
Yeah.
So just like eating your steak, you know, you look at this as like a sort of like a giant steak. You don't wanna make your steak sweet, you know. So, you know, them boys out in Texas, they think they don't the ones know how to cook a brisket. But today we're gonna show them. Right?
North Carolina way.
North Carolina, we know how to do it too. All right. So them boys up in Texas now. I hope some of them on there.
Tell them to take notes. Tell them to take notes.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I got my next door neighbor from Texas. He done tasted my brisket before. He shouted hallelujah. So get ready. And, I don't have an actual amount of broth that I put in there.
That was going to be my next question.
I will tell you this much: if you put less than 1 cup in there, you ain't put enough.
Okay.
Okay. So I think this thing here is about a 2-cupper. So I put in a cup and a half already. All right. So, and sometimes I have also done is I've spritzed it with the beef broth. Now, normally when I do that is when I'm cooking the brisket by itself. So today I have, for my spritzer, I have apple juice in it, okay? Now this apple juice ain't gonna change the flavor or nothing when I'm spritzing it. Only thing it's doing is keeping that thing moist, keeping some moisture on it, that's all. Some people use water, so it's up to you what you wanna use on it. I use a little apple juice because I know apple juice to go with both of these, with the brisket and with the shoulder, but I'm not gonna spritz my shoulder with beef broth. So instead of me having 2 spritzers out there, I just use this one. And I've done it before, and I will guarantee you it's gonna turn out fine. So, all right, now we're gonna take this thing out here and put it on the smoker. And next time you see us, we'll be out on the smoker. We'll be right back.
Okay, family, we are back outside with Mike again. He's getting ready to put the brisket on. He's gonna go through the process of what he's getting ready to do, and he will explain that to you. All right, Mike's all yours.
All right. Once again, I'm gonna put this brisket on the smoker. I'm gonna put it on that side up, just like I did the pork shoulder. Okay, and the same reason, the same exact reason is because what I want is I want that fat to help me out with the with moisture and flavor. So put that bad boy on there. Bam. Now something I didn't tell y'all before, okay? And you can see it in the pork shoulder. I got a thermometer in there, okay? So I put a thermometer in both pieces of meat, all right? The brisket, I'm gonna get it at about 190 is gonna be the internal temperature. And the pork shoulder should be about 180, okay? And then that way they'll be nice and tender when they're done, okay? So right now, like I said before, okay, I got a water pan up under here. Once again, moisture. I'm trying to keep this thing nice and as moist as I possibly can, okay? So I got a water tray up under here. I've injected it. I got the fat. So I got everything I possibly can to help me out with keeping it moist, okay? Because once again, last thing you want is a big old dry piece of beef, okay? That ain't cool at all. So I got my temperature gauges in there, okay? When I close this thing up, now I come out and check it every once in a while. I'm using, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm using pecan wood, okay? Pecan is a mild smoke, okay? Some people, especially you people in Texas, they like that oak. They love that oak. I like oak. I don't love it, but I love pecan. But oak will give you a little bit more smoke flavor than the pecan. Pecan is a little bit milder. Hey, if you got some apple, cherry, or anything like that, now hey, that would be great, because now you got a little sweetness, especially for that pork. You got a little sweetness type of wood going into it. But I'm gonna try to keep this thing up at about 200 all night long, okay? And you know, it might go up to 210, it might drop down to 190, but I'm gonna try to keep it right around 200. And that, like I said, the pork shoulder, 12, 13 hours. The brisket, probably about 18 hours, okay? So
about what time is it now, so we can think about figure out about in the morning?
Right now it is 8:33.
Okay.
All right, it is 8:33 at night. So probably about every hour and a half, I'll throw a log on here, you know, and you can see this thing ain't no little bitty smoker, so I don't use little bitty wood. All right, this ain't no wood chip smoker here. Some people, you got your Treglers and stuff like that, okay? Same thing, you know, you just set them and forget them. And you can cook a brisket. My next door neighbor's got one. From what I understand, they do a great job. So whatever kind of smoker you got, you know, as long as you know how to use your smoker, now all the thing you need to know is how to cook the meat.
Yep.
All right?
All right, the other question, Mike, everybody want to know is, are you going to make the cameraman get up on the hour with you to check your meat, or
yes. Yes. That is a tradition. Right? That is a tradition. So you can't come to my house and go to sleep while I stay up all night.
The cameraman was on the road for like 9 hours, Mike, and you still got to make him get out there and do it.
I've been up since 5. I've been up since 5, so that ain't my problem now. You can't come to my house and just go to sleep while I cook all night. And then you enjoy the fruits of the labor.
Eat your food in the morning.
Exactly. And be like, okay, I
got you, Mike. Got you, Mike. All right, a little fun here. All right, we'll be back, family. Is there anything else you need tell the family, Mike, before we close out this part here? Spritzer. Yep.
Another thing, spritzer, okay? Of course, there's no need to spritz it right now. I just put it on there. But when I come out here every hour and a half, I'm gonna spritz it, okay? This thing's got apple juice in it, once again. Okay? Now this thing here, you see, I ain't got no little bitty spritzer, because I don't want to have to be filling this thing up every hour and a half, okay?
Now, with that last in the morning, you're probably going to end up filling it overnight.
This is going to last me all night right
Oh,
now.
okay, okay.
Yeah, this will, I mean, I might have to put a little bit more in it in the morning to finish it off, but it'll last me all night right here.
Oh, okay.
So, all right?
All right, we'll be back, family. Okay, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. See, Mike is putting some more wood and getting the coals ready again. And We also gonna, if we get a chance, we're gonna take a look at the meat and see what it's looking like. Like I said, we started at 8, it's 1 o'clock, so that means we've been going for at least between 4 and 5 hours.
See what she look like, Jake?
This is what she looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
And right now, Mike, that's what is the apple juice again you putting on it?
Yep. Spritz it a little bit.
And at the top we got the shoulder, and at the bottom is where we have the brisket. And then also there's a pan on the bottom. Now, how often you have to fill your pan at the bottom? Are we good right now?
This one is actually probably about every 3 hours or so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's still good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what we got, family.
It's got everything dripping into it too, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still good, but that meat is looking good right now. Oh goodness, it's looking good.
Yep. All right, we're gonna shut it down. Well, not shut it down. Close so we can keep the heat. And I'm not sure when the next recording we're gonna do, but Mike might be on his own.
You know.
Anything else? Any other final words to the family, Mike, that you want to say, or?
No, you just gotta be patient. It's called smoking. You gotta be patient with it.
Okay. So the next time I do video, it'll probably be some sunshine shining out here. It'll be daylight.
It's a little chilly out here right now.
All right, family, we're gonna get out of this cold, and we'll see you in the next starting video. All right, it is morning, folks. We're back outside. Michael stayed out all night, watching the wood and keeping the meat going. I stayed up too, but
yeah, right. Stayed up.
Mike told me to go to bed around 2 o'clock, so I went to bed. Mike, he took from there, so but we back. It's a little after 8, but you can see the firewood still going, got the coals in it and stuff, and the temperature up on the gauge close to what, about almost 200. It won something.
175 right now, about 180. Trying to get it back up to 200. It's a little chilly out here right now.
Yeah.
Wind is blowing.
A little windy. Yeah.
And, so it's kind of hard to keep this thing up there at 200. And we hit that stall point on the meat.
Now the ideal temperature, what you're trying to get on the meat again, Mike? You call it the stall point. Kind of explain that a little bit to the folks.
The internal temperature for the meat, I'm trying to get it at the shoulder. I want it at 190, and the brisket, I want it at 195. So right now I'm at about 150 on both of them, and it's been at 150 for the last 4 hours. So
wow.
I'm trying to get this temperature back up at 200 or a little bit over, so I can see if it's going to raise that internal temperature on the meat a little bit for me. So, I mean, it's going to cook. Yeah. Regardless.
So, but you just add some wood to it, you say, before I came down, just to try to bring it back up a little bit.
Yeah. So, because it was at 150, now it's at 175, 180. So, it'll get back up there sooner or later, hopefully. But hey, anytime you're smoking something, hey, you gotta be patient. Yeah. Slow. It's going. You know, you're cooking slow anyway. So just be patient and let it go. It'll. Which the shoulder, I actually expected for it to be about done by now. Now, when it hits that stall point, once it gets over that stall point, the internal temperatures start going up pretty quick. Oh, okay. So I'm hoping about the next half hour, at least that shoulder, the temperature will start going up. And if it does, we can be eating on that at lunchtime. Oh, okay. So. Okay. All right, we just keep our eye on the family, and we'll keep you informed, and we'll see you on the next cut. All right. All right, we are back, family.
Matter of fact, he's spritzing some apple juice on it, keeping it moist.
My tray is out of water.
He says water tray is getting a little low, so you got to refill that. But this right here is the briskets, and at the top is the shoulders. That little prong that he got sticking inside of it. But we are getting there.
It's a job. It's work.
So you got to stay on top of it.
Stay on top of it. See, when the temperature came back up, and that thing started steaming up on there, because the temperature was down to 150 before when we left out of here, and then now the temperature came back up, and it starts steaming better, and you lose a lot of your water. So,
Man. But how many more hours on it? You see, we probably, cause we working on what we say, 13 hours. 13 hours now.
So the temperature is actually starting to go up. I think we're getting past that stall point now. So hopefully, in the next 2-3 hours, we should be. I'm gonna say 3 hours for the shoulder. For sure, we'll probably be done. Maybe 3 hours for that brisket too. They're cooking at about the same right now. So, but they're looking good. You got your. I'll show you this when we get it in the house. But you got your burnt ends. You know, when you talk to the look at the cooking shows and stuff, they talk about your burnt ends and stuff on your meat. About your burnt ends. When I cut it, you'll see the smoke rings on it, and that's the kind of stuff they talk about when you're cooking this type of meat.
Okay.
So, alrighty.
All right, family, we'll be back.
Hey family, good morning. It's a new day. I want you all to see this. My brother-in-law is making his delicious, lip-smacking Gouda, smoked Gouda macaroni and cheese. He's going to put it into his smoker. And how about this, y'all? He even make his own cheese sauce. Brother, you on it?
I gave a guy this recipe, and he told me, next time I saw him, he said, my wife and I, he says, we ain't ate nothing but smoked macaroni and cheese ever since that recipe. He said, they don't do it like this every time. He said, he took a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Really?
And put it on the smoker.
What?
He says, there's something about that smoked flavor on macaroni and cheese. That's the only way he'll eat it now.
Amen to that.
I said, oh boy, I ain't never thought about that. That Kraft macaroni, I ain't never thought about doing that.
Being creative.
Yeah.
You don't have to always stick to the plan. That's how great recipes come about. You know, put your spin on it. Ooh, and I had your smoked Gouda macaroni and cheese before, so I already know what's up. All right, y'all.
Noodles are done.
Noodles are done. Oh, you got to add the cheese to it. Oh, okay. Be right back, family. Okay.
be videoing that I spill on the stove. So my wife can see it later.
No, I don't think I have it in there.
She'll be like, hey, you need to clean up.
She'll be all
I
right.
don't care about the cleanup part.
And what gets me is she does not eat macaroni and cheese.
Nope. I don't know where she's from.
I don't either, because she's not like her sister.
She's an alien.
She doesn't like fish. She doesn't eat pork. She don't eat grits. What else she don't eat?
You got that there? That's ooey gooey right there. Woo! Good Lord. Let me get this pepper and salt. It's all over in there.
What is that, black pepper?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Put you a little pepper,
Mm-hmm.
a little salt.
All right. And you don't measure, you just go by taste.
My mama never teach me to measure.
I know
My
it.
mama said put a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
And that's how you do it. The only time my mom measures when she's baking.
Yeah.
And you really have to measure whatever your ingredients, because that's according to science. Looks good, brother. Uh-oh. Got that pasta in the shot. Got to have that pasta now. Ooh, you can see that cheese pool in there. Mmm. And that's what's up. So how long will it takes to bake in the smoker?
Put it in the smoker for an hour. Mm-hmm. Now, you still gotta garnish the top. You ain't cheese done yet.
All right now. Do what you do.
Just for color purposes.
Mm-hmm. Do you put dry parsley over the top?
No. That's something a chef would do.
That's what I do.
I'm a griller.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm just a home cook when I do it. Y'all, I know this this shot is, I'm making this shot from the side, y'all. I love it already.
It's gonna be cheap.
All right.
Ooh.
That's what we want as cheese lovers.
And that's it.
All
She
right.
ready to go in the smoker. Go in the smoker. I think they said 300 for about an hour. And
All right.
all you're doing is just melting the cheese down in it anyway, because it's basically done anyway. But put it on that smoker and she's ready.
All right. Go ahead on, Mr. Brown Shoes. That's a joke. Have you seen that commercial? All right. We'll be back, family.
All right, we're back. Mike gonna explain the portion that he's doing with the mac and cheese. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, this is the last thing. Put this mac and cheese on the smoker. You throw it on there for an hour, about 225. All right, it's gonna melt that cheese in there real good. Hey, when you taste this here, Lord have mercy. You talking about something. Hey, this right here is good.
Okay.
About 225 for about an hour, and it's good. All right.
And as you can see, it's going into the smoker where you got the brisket and the shoulders.
They are almost ready. They're at 170. What did I say? 171?
Mm-hmm.
Or 181? One of them. Right now. So, 184 right now.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to get that shoulder at 195, and the brisket at 190. So. Stirring up my fire a little bit. 'Cause I don't want it to get too cold on me. That should be her right there. Matter of fact. This will be
So that's the last piece?
the last piece of wood right here.
As you can tell, a little windy out here today. A little chilly. I think the high is supposed to get today around 40, Mike said?
44.
44.
Alright.
All right, gonna shut it up and let it roll. And family, we'll be right back. This is Michael on the helm. All right, family, this is after an hour of the macaroni. What do you call it? Smoked macaroni?
Yep.
He's getting ready to take it out. Show you a little quick snippet of what we got. And it's a little warm. And please don't drop it, Mike. Oh man. Now that look good. Let me do a quick. Okay, I got it. That look good, folks. All right, we're getting ready to run it in the house. Okay, we're outside now. We're getting ready to take out. What are you getting ready to take out? The shoulders. Pork shoulders. Don't drop that. Too much meat and money there, Mike.
It's coming apart.
Ooh.
It's coming apart.
See how it's coming apart? That means it's ready, folks. Man. Now, you're gonna take it inside the house and let it, what you call it, rest?
I'm gonna let it rest for a few minutes, and then I'll pull it apart.
Okay.
So,
But as you can see, it's coming apart. Okay. We headed into the house. Okay, family, we are back. We're getting ready to remove the brisket. I don't say they're heavy. Now, you need my help, let me know, Mike.
She's soft. She is.
Man.
I stuck that fork in there,
Just went through.
slide in there. Yep.
Okay, and the next step after that, you're gonna take it inside and we're gonna do a little shredding, correct?
I'm gonna slice this,
Slice it, okay.
and then I'm probably gonna shred some of the back part of it to make some beef pulled barbecue.
Okay,
So we'll have beef pulled barbecue and pork
okay.
pulled barbecue. But I'm gonna slice this here a little bit first.
All right, family, we headed inside. Okay, family, we are inside now, and Mike gonna explain what he's getting ready to do with the brisket. All right, Mike.
All right, I'm gonna slice this brisket up. You know, they tell you to make nice thin slices, but I don't know how to cut nothing too thin. So I'll do what I can.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. What we look like.
Oh man, that look good there.
No, no.
Let me turn this around so you can see this.
Yeah, because I started to walk around to the other side where
See
I
this
could.
juice just flowing out of it as I'm cutting it.
Oh man. Yep. All right, family. Give you a close-up shot right now.
So now I'm using my left hand. That ain't cool.
Now I can walk around to the other side, Mike, and that way you can use your right hand to do it. If you want. You may do that?
No, you good. Of course, you can see I didn't cut the fat off. I'll trim a little bit of it off in a little bit, but I don't always cut. I don't cut all the fat off anyway. Look at them juices just falling out of there. That's good meat right there. See that there? How that juice flowing out of there?
Yep. I think get some real good close-up of that.
Yeah.
What's that, family? I mean, you actually literally seen it flowing out, Mike.
Oh yeah.
That old juice, that like the where it was seared and the juice just got trapped inside, and then you cut it down and basically releasing the juice.
That's like where that fat is sitting on the top, and when it starts to cook, all of that is your juice. That's your,
Oh, okay.
that's a lot of seasoning.
That's what I was looking at. I mean, it is juicy. Anything else you want to add to it, Mike, other than you say the smoker did exactly what it's supposed to do and it's coming out perfect?
Yes, it is. Good Lord. Now, normally, sometimes I would, I'm just going to cut this whole thing up, slice it up. Sometimes I would take this rear end here and just pull it and make pulled barbecue out of it. But,
Okay.
you know, for time restraints, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it.
Cut it.
And if we want to eat barbecue sandwiches, we can just put a piece of them on the bread with barbecue. So, ooh, about to cut up my fork. And I was just, my grandbaby just had some of that pulled pork, and she said that I was the best cook in the world. Yes, she did. And if she says it, I know it's true.
That's what I'm saying. Kids tell you the truth, Mike.
Yep.
Kids will tell you the truth.
Yep. And if you want to do pulled barbecue, pulled beef barbecue, this is great for it. I mean, it right now. I'm gonna show you here in a minute. It'll pull so easy. It'll pull almost as easy as that pork bit. So, and it's really, really good. Once again, I just throw a little sweet baby Ray's on it, and that's it. I'm waiting on my wife to bring something now, though.
Yeah, okay.
Probably should have put that in the video. When she see the video, then she gonna say, "Why did you say that?" I'm gonna say, Emmy told me to say it.
Okay.
It does not have as deep of a smoke ring as I thought it would. And I don't know why, because this smoke is good.
Yep.
That's gonna make somebody cry. I'm about to get me a taste. You see that?
Yeah.
That right there. That's why I was telling you about this part, especially that pool. Look at it. Oh, good Lord. Hold on 1 second, family. let me see something here.
Off the chain.
Good Lord have mercy. Boy, look, I must say that once again, I've outdone myself.
Well, that's every time though, right? I mean, you get what, one notch better than the last time, so you at the top of the mountain now, Mike, so where else can you go?
I don't know. I tell you, once again, it's just patience.
Yeah.
You got to, I was telling you about that stall point. When you hit that stall point in the meat, you got to be patient, because otherwise you're going to want to take it off and it ain't ready. So once again, the temperature for this 195. Temperature for the pulled pork is 190. And if you get them right around, a degree or two here or there, it ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But if you let it stay on that long, which it was longer than what I thought it was gonna be for the pulled pork. The brisket is probably about, I think I told you, 18 hours. So how long has it been now? Let's see, 12. And
What time is it now?
it's 3:15 now. So
Oh man,
so I took this out for about 2:30.
9. Yeah.
So yeah, 18.
About 18 hours.
About 18 hours.
Yeah, about 18 hours.
Right. What I said.
Yeah.
And I think there's actually a better carving knife for this too, that they make for stuff like this. But this is what I got. This is what I use. The rest of this is just a little fat, but that's it. I mean, like I said, this stuff is falling apart. You can't look at it. You can't get no better than that. If you can make beef fall apart like that, you know you've done your job.
You did your job. Yeah.
Yep. So, and we're going to feast here. That right there. Okay, you got your little smoke ring around there.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to ask you to explain that to the family.
Yeah.
What is considered when you say the smoke ring? So
This don't have a big smoke ring on it. Normally when I cook them, that smoke ring will come down a little bit further, and it'll go along the whole outskirt of the meat. And then, of course, when they talk about burn ends, that right there is part of your burn ends. I always leave the burn ends and stuff out. I leave it on the meat. Some people take and cut it and have burn ends. They make a burn end sandwich and stuff like that. But, you know, it's whatever you like, whatever you want. But that is it. This is what you want to see. I mean, besides the smoke ring not being that big. Okay, now I can't talk.
Okay, you heard it from the brisket professional, Mike. His name is Michael, but we call him Mike. But he's the brisket professional. So we're gonna cut away and get ready to feast, like he said. All right, family, we'll be right back.
All right, family, we are back. We are headed back to Georgia. We are now leaving North Carolina. We had a wonderful time with family. I think I gained about 10 pounds eating that brisket and macaroni and cheese. And I want to thank my brother-in-law for coming through. He put a hurting on that brisket, y'all.
Yes, he did.
That pulled pork and the smoked Gouda macaroni and cheese. And I just want to thank you, brother-in-law, for coming through. You all right, boy? You all right. You all right. You all right.
Hey, I hope y'all enjoy it. Look, try it now. Try that recipe. I'm gonna tell you now. Y'all boys in Texas, y'all try the recipe, you'll be trying to move to North Carolina. I guarantee you. Enjoy it, all right?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. And please be sure to share these videos to help this channel grow. We love you, and always remember to stay humble and kind. Like I always tell you, it goes a long ways. Thank you all for watching. We'll see
All right.
you next time.
All right, Michael, we really appreciate it, man.
Deuces.